Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell. Follow along as we release new videos. Well, on today's video, I got some work to do up here at the pig pens. I have to fix the ground wire. It broke loose from one of the ground rods. So that one's been kind of sitting around probably for about the last 2 weeks. I've been meaning to get up here. I just got to resplice the end of that wire and get it mounted back in one of the clamps on the ground rod. I also bought some tensioning clips for the electric wire that goes inside the pig pens here. The wires are a little droopy from time and the pigs kind of pushing into them. I got these clips that supposedly I can put them in line, twist them, and get a little bit more tension on that to straighten those back up. So we'll get that taken care of. Where they build the natural berm, the pigs will naturally root up here, and all that berm gets pushed against the fence. Since we have this 2x4 welded wire out here for fencing, they're going to push that berm right up against the edge of the fence. And by doing so, the bottom electrical line over on this side, the back side here of the paddock, that starts getting shorted out on the ground. So I have it just spliced to the top line's the hot line, and then I have two splices kind of making that bottom wire hot on this side. I'm just going to cut that just to eliminate the wire from being hot on the bottom and shorting out so much. That'll keep the rest of the line hot and not shorted out. They can just get their berm naturally. We'll push right up. Since that berm is going to be up, you know, 6 to 12 inches, the berm will be up in that wire. The top wire will then be close, pretty much act as the bottom wire on there. So it'll still have a hot line around there that'll keep them from wanting to push out on the actual welded fence. But then after that, once I get the wire fixed up, I do have to get the pig feeder itself mounted up. I've been wanting to do that for a long time. I just kind of trying to figure out where I wanted to mount it. I wasn't quite sure where we were going to put it within the paddocks, but we need to get that feeder mounted. And then I do need to get inside of the actual pig pen itself, because the hay and bedding that's in there is kind of nasty from them getting in and being wet and rooting it up. Just matted down, and what I need to do is just get it. Hey, that's my foot. That's my foot. Just want to get another bale or two of hay and spread it out in here and give them some nice fresh bedding. Clean up some of this older stuff here. We still have trash and whatnot that's out here that they continue to root up, and as they root that up, you know, there's still a bunch that can be taken out. Hey, it's a pig kind of day. These are the tensioners that I got. I just got them from Tractor Supply, and they're made out of this, I guess, plastic, I would assume. That's what it kind of looks like. But you put them in, and it just, since the line's droopy, I'm going to be able to put these in and spin this, and hopefully it'll tighten it up for us and get that line taken care of. Drove the truck back because our golf cart is out of commission right now. Unfortunately, the heim joint failed up in the front, and the front leaf spring broke. So I still am waiting to get parts ordered in, so it's all lifted and up on blocks out front right now. We're looking into another option, but possibly a UTV or something we can use for the farm here, but we're just gonna have to use the vehicles for the time being, or my tractor. I can drive the tractor around just a little bit slower. It's a nice chilly day out today. High in the low 60s, and this morning it was in the low 40s. Felt like a nice autumn morning. This is what I'm talking about. This part here was right here in this clamp. Somehow it broke. I'm not even quite sure what caused it to break. More than likely what happened was the dogs got in here and they get a little too close to the electric wire and get a zap, and then they'll take off running, so they probably stepped on it and broke it. But either way, I gotta splice this real quick and get it remounted back into this clamp. First thing I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna turn the box off here. That way there is no power to the electric box. As I'm messing around with the lines here, I'm not gonna get zapped. left the other cutters over there. Let's see if I can do this. There we go. Okay, so that bottom wire is no longer hot and it can be buried with the berm. This top wire is hot, and you'll see the jumper here goes in through, and the top line up in here is hot as well. I see the wires hitting. This is another reason I want to fix it, because if it droops too much, it's going to short out on this wire here. Go right here and try not to let the pigs harass us too much. Huh. Yep. No. There we go. That's nice and tight. Whew. Had to take my sweatshirt off. It's getting a little warm out working out here. Alright, I'm going to get this pig feeder mounted out. I'm still trying to confirm the exact location. I have a general idea where I'm going to put it. There's two spots that I'm looking at. One's over by the tree out here. The other one's up along the side of the barn. So I'm just trying to figure out the best logistical spot to put it, because I'm trying to think of the future planning here. I'm thinking against here, or maybe on the back side of this. If the issue is there's a hill coming from the barn going down, and there's not an ideal flat spot to be able to mount this. Although there's some old stumps in the back here that I thought about putting it in there to do that, which I might actually just go see what this looks like over there. So I guess it makes the most sense to put it up against the barn back here, because of all this being so uneven. It's harder to level off that feeder and get it to where it's going to function properly. So I have it set up back here on the back side of the barn. I guess if I just get an anchor on each side of that, I can put a strap or ratchet strap and pull it nice and tight against the barn, and then we can use this area for the feeder. Alright, that's what I came up with for anchors. I just got these two insulators for wood posts. It's from the old fence I took down, and if I just put this in the barn, I can use this hopefully to get the hook from a ratchet strap in through on each side. I don't need to have it super tight, just enough so the pigs don't knock it over. So I'm going to give these a try. This is what I do with the water barrel, and it seems to be working just fine. So we're going to get that knocked out, get these in, get a ratchet strap around the outside of that feeder, and then we can fill it up and let the pigs go at it. They're already checking it out. I'm just need to probably get a strap in. I'm not sure if there's any support back here. Probably go in right up against this if I can. Gotta have enough room to screw it in though. I got those two. Let's go get a ratchet strap and get this thing anchored down. Oh, darn. That's what I was afraid of. The anchor broke. Alright, well, let me see if I can't get this behind there and still use that as an anchor point.
right, so it's mounted here. Like I said, I just used this insulator, not rated for high tension like this for something like that, but that's just what I'm using for now. I might go get some steel eye bolts eventually and put them in to replace those. This one over here busted off, the tip of it did, but the hook is still around the back of that anchor and I just wrapped that around for now. I mean, it has enough tension to hold it in place. But like I said, I'll probably come back and put a different anchor in eventually, especially if it fails. So I'm gonna go get a bag of food. We're gonna put a bag of food in this and they can start using this feeder and we'll be able to check it every day. Keep this in the water barrel. That way we have to do less feedings and less water cleaning. This thing will probably hold 2 or 3 bags, and these are 50-pound bags of food. As you see, it's filled up not quite halfway right there. But what should happen is the feed should start coming down here, and they can get their snouts down in here and eat it and pick this up just like that. So now the pig feeder's there. They just got to figure it out. Let's see how long. There we go. Just like that. You want some new bedding? Yeah. I think I'll take that as a yes. So I guess I'll get some hay bales and we'll get their bedding cleaned up. I gotta see, I don't even know if I have a rake or anything up here for that hay. Although I do have this over here. Let me... There we go. Let's go see what we got to take out before we put anything else in. What are you doing? Are you staying cool? There's not a whole lot. I mean, there's a little wet spot in here. You guys gonna be in my way the whole time? In case you're wondering, yes, it stinks. Getting this old stuff spread around a little bit. So I can level it out, because I plan on coming in here with a little bit of lime before I put the fresh bedding down. There you go. Get this lime. You said 3 eggs?
Yeah, right now. Because they're molting.
Yep, it's that time. Alright, let's get this lime up there and get it spread. Alright, I got the electric line inside the pig paddock tightened with the tensioners. We've got that one line cut so it's no longer grounding out the rest of the wire. I got the feeder attached to the back of the barn here and mounted. That's good to go. And I got the ground wire out there for the ground rods re-terminated so that we have it properly grounded. And then last but not least, I got in here and put new bedding down for the pigs, and to say they love it is an understatement. But they've been in here exploring around, munching away on a new hay and making it home. So inside the barn, we have the new bales that we put in here a couple videos ago. This was from the backfield we picked up. We had the hay across the street cut, and that's what's out on that trailer right now. So what we're gonna do is in the back corner over here, we have the cutting from May, and I'm gonna take that hay and we're gonna rearrange that and probably move it over here on the back corner behind these bales, maybe some over here. If I have to, I'll put it on top of these other bales, but I don't think there's enough here. There's really not a whole lot to stack. So I'll move those out over to the other side, make room, and this whole back corner will be open to put that new trailer. So we'll have our 3 separate spots for hay. So I'm gonna get it done and move that hay. All right, there we go. Got it all emptied out. That corner's all opened up and ready to go for the next load of hay. I utilized the space over here on the side and stacked it up. Neatly stacked in there as I could. A little odd shaped here and there. Had to go up one more layer above this other hay, but that's all the older hay. So if we need stuff for bedding or anything like that, we can grab off that pile first, then work with this pile, and we'll have the back corner as the newest stuff to use. I appreciate everyone following along on these videos. Everyone that subscribes, thank you. It means a lot to see our following grow. It's exciting to see people show interest and reach out and talk about how what we're doing in the videos and here at Ferko Family Farm is interesting to them, and they enjoy following along on the video. So for those that follow along and made it here this far through the video, thanks so much. Again, it means a lot to us, and it's pretty exciting, and I just wanted to bring a piece of Ferko Family Farm to you guys and get to follow along as we slowly build out the infrastructure and our animal herds continue to grow. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and smash that subscribe button, follow along, and we're gonna continue to build out these projects here at the barn and hopefully eventually get it looking pretty decent and a lot better shape than it's currently at. Anyways, thanks a lot, guys. Take care.